Good morning. For 4 News Now, I'm Rob King. We have a fun one right now. Blues Traveler is going to be in Spokane County tomorrow night. And before that happens, I am going to chat real quick right now with Blues Traveler guitarist Chan Kinchla. Chan, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Great to see you, Rob. Great. Looking forward to getting there tomorrow night.
Absolutely. So you guys are on your big summer tour right now. How's it been going so far?
It's been fantastic. We get a chance to tour with our dear friends who we've known since 1989, Big Head Todd and the Monsters. And we played together on Horde, various other tours, but this is our first long-term tour we've ever done together. So it's been a blast. We play with each other a little bit, sit in and just, outdoors, summertime in the Northwest, dodging the heat. It's been fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful this time of year here.
Yep.
Now, you guys have been a band going on, it's going to be close to 40 years soon. How do you guys still keep it fresh and kind of keep up that energy when you get on stage?
Well, like I like to say, the longer I do it, the more I like it. When we were kids in Princeton, New Jersey, playing in our drummer Brendan Hill's parents' basement, all we ever wanted to do was play live shows for the people, and we do a lot of improvising and change our sets around a lot. So, through all the travails, the ups, the downs, the different aspects of our career, other than the live thing, we always go back to our main focus, which is playing great live shows, which is, part of the crowd has a lot to do with that. The improvising, it's a little different every night. And, the longer I do it, the more I appreciate what a special thing it is to be able to be a part of that on a regular basis. So
absolutely.
I really
and
mean it.
Touring that long with your brother has got to get hard sometimes.
Well, it's odd. We've always got along pretty well, but most family, you have to plan get-togethers.
Sure.
To see your brother and the brother's kids or whatever. We spend so much time together that when you spare time, we're like, later, dude. So we don't do normal family trips. We just live and work together for half.
Yeah, you guys have to plan time apart.
Yes, 100%. But we get along good. I mean, it's pretty cool and we grew up playing together, so we have a kind of a sixth sense, which is cool.
Awesome. I was watching some old Blues Traveler video, you guys doing Stern in the 90s, and I noticed when you play, you have this really interesting right-hand technique where it looks like you're like kind of whipping at the guitar. Was that something you started just playing and that's just what happened, or did you kind of develop that over time?
Interestingly enough, I always had a really good rhythm hand. That's one of the few things in guitar I'm blessed with. I have a good rhythm hand.
Oh, you're selling yourself short.
Well, a lot of the people don't realize that all the emotion and attack and interesting stuff, a lot of it's not the fast fingers. Here's where all the expressiveness is. So that's something I'm happy. And the other thing I'm good at is I like to practice. So those are two. Enjoying practicing is the number one way to get good at guitar. I wasn't blessed with more gifts than that, but I don't need more than that.
Do you like to practice some of your own stuff, or your guys' most recent album, Traveler Blues, is an album of covers? Do you enjoy doing the covers too?
Oh, it's really cool. It's kind of like a master class in musicology, especially like we did the blues record, our Grammy-nominated blues record 3 years ago, and this one we kind of took a more soul approach called Traveler's Soul, and you take apart these songs, you learn their arrangements, you kind of listen to what the way these older musicians originally approached it. And it really kind of opens up a lot of ideas in our own songwriting and just in my own playing. So for us, it's fascinating, and the songs are so good. So it's really a privilege to kind of do our little dance to it. But I mean, I learn a lot doing them.
And then you guys are so good also at putting your kind of your band's spin on the song. It's not a beat for beat, note for note cover. It's a Blues Traveler version.
100%. I don't think we know any other way. I mean, I always say I'm not good enough to play like other people play, so I kind of have to kind of come up with our own version. So I mean, we have a very distinctive voice, which is great, and but we try and honor the
basics, but no one wants to hear us just doing a tight cover. They want to hear us
do our authentic version of it.
Right. Yeah, they go to Blues Traveler to see Blues Traveler. They want to see you guys
I'd like
play
to
your
think
stuff.
so. And Big Head Todd this summer.
Yes, absolutely. So how does that come together? Do you guys say, oh, we'd love to tour with you, or is that set up by management and promotions? How does that work?
All of the above. I mean, we've been friends with them for a while, and it just, a lot of times it's just the kismet. Like, we, through our booking agent and manager, and then talking to Todd and the band relationship, but then the schedules have to work and the stars have to align. So these things, you know, there's so many players involved. Sometimes it's just kind of organically falls into place, and there's no actual explaining it. You're just grateful when it happens.
Absolutely. And then do you guys, what kind of collaboration happens on stage? Do you guys bring out each other and do different stuff? Do you alternate who's actually closing that night? How does that work?
Well, we're closing most nights. Todd is from Colorado, so he closed up in Colorado, which was great. And the crowds are there for the whole night, so it's pretty fun for all around. What we've been doing in the last few nights is Todd comes out and plays a song with us, and hopefully we'll get that done in Spokane.
Absolutely.
Schedule depending. And then John comes in, we'll come in and sit in with them at some point a few times, I'm sure.
Well, that's awesome. So you mentioned you don't like, or you can't really play exactly how people you grew up listening to play. Who did you grow up listening to? Who were like your guys that you would put on like a Mount Rushmore of your guitars?
Well, it's odd. I started out, you know, I'm an 80s kid, so it was like punk rock, ska, and new wave. And that was all my early guitar favorites, like The Clash, and I loved like Andy Summers and the Police, David Bowie, Mark Ronson, Mick Ronson, I should say. But then as I got better at guitar, you know, I got into more rock god, guitar god kind of stuff. So if I had to pick one, it would definitely be Jimmy Page. Ooh. Back when I was a kid, when I got a little better guitar, I figured all those songs out, all those solos, at least my junky 15-year-old version of them. So in the end, I'm a Jimmy Page Zeppelin head.
There's many then one of the kids who wanted to go get the double neck guitar? Be like, if he can do it, I can do it.
For sure. Well, it was more like what camp you were in my high school was like, were you Deadhead or like Zeppelin bootlegs? Which ones were you trying to find? And I started with Zeppelin, but I went to a bunch of Dead shows too. So I'm glad I didn't have to. No, I'm glad I didn't have to pick.
Awesome. Well, Chan, I know you don't have too much time to spend with us, but I appreciate you taking a moment. Like we mentioned, Blues Traveler, along with Big Head Todd and the Monsters, will be at Northern Quest tomorrow night, Saturday. That's in Airway Heights, all of Spokane County. Come out, check them out. Tickets are still on sale. Chan, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, Rob.
And like I said, tickets are still on sale for that. Thank you for joining. If you missed some of the interview, the whole thing will be up on our website momentarily. And thank you for watching. I'm Rob King.